Hi everyone, welcome. Happy moon. If you're watching this live, May 22nd, we are on a new moon. This is a day to celebrate what you're ready to light and ignite. Now, I just had a special VIP class with some women that are in my Reclaim Your Unapologetic Self Detox, and I thought I would come in and share a little bit of this with my tribe as well. A moon is a wonderful time to really tap into energy. So you've probably felt sometimes the energy of the moon and weren't even aware of it. Now I want to share with you first, before I go into my little moon altar I have here, a difference between a new moon and a full moon. It's very simple. A new moon is when it's at its darkest. There's no light. And then it begins to lighten up and move into its brightest, which is the full moon. Just like they say it's darkest before the dawn, a new moon is that time to shed and let go, honor whatever darkness, whatever shadow work, whatever past work you had to go through so that you can really step into it. We need to honor the light and the dark to allow them to work cohesively together. When we resist one or the other, that's generally when suffering occurs. So utilizing a ceremony or a ritual on a new moon or a full moon is a great way to honor the dark and the light that is within you and your life. So using this ceremony or ritual, you can do it during a full moon or a new moon, and I'm going to show you the difference between both. Very, very simple. Now, I used a few different items here because these are items that you actually want to have handy whenever you're doing ceremony work. Ceremony work is when you're holding some sacred space. It could be you're ready to do forgiveness work. It could be you just need some self-care time. Ceremony work is just about holding something sacred. That's why they call a wedding ceremony. You're holding the love of that couple sacred. We can hold anything sacred and be in ceremony. A few ways to allow the energy to be a little bit more powerful is utilizing tools. Now, there's different elements in these tools that I want to share with you. So first off, I want to share with you, I have sage right down in here, and I also have Palo Santo. So sage and Palo Santo are the air element that you would want to use when you're doing a ceremony. Now, when you're utilizing the air element, you're doing the art of smudging. Now, Palo Santo is this stick here. It's a wooden stick. It sometimes takes a little longer to light than sage. I like it because it doesn't ash as much. I prefer sage too in specific scenarios. I usually let my intuition tell me which one I would like to use. And then once it's ignited, it'll begin to smoke. Now you want to clear the space or the energy you're in. I love to do circling motions to clear. And I also love to clear my own energy by circling the smoke around me. I tend to put on some beautiful song I love and literally go around my whole house on a moon and just smudge and clear all of that energy. This also cleanses the air, so it's an air purifier as well as an energy clearer. So that's the element of air. That's a wonderful way to utilize that element for a ritual or ceremony. Now, another element that we want to utilize is earth. If you can get out in the earth and get out under the moon or get outside, that's wonderful. Now, this is a ceremony I love to have for people that are doing it indoors. So essential oils are a beautiful way to utilize earth energy because they are right from the earth. They're therapeutic. Now, I love the company doTERRA because they are very highly therapeutic. And their plants that they get are coming from farmers that have really wonderful, sometimes the most potent plants. So they're great oils. I feel different when I put these on. Now, when I'm doing ritual or ceremony, I can let my intuition guide me in what oils I want. I just led the VIP yoga moon flow session into this ritual. So I have this yoga kit from doTERRA, which is really beautiful. And it has 3 different oils for different aspects. Oils like this Align blend that have a mixture of everything from citruses to mints to florals is sometimes a great blend to help you to beginner prep in meditation. Now, this Anchor blend that I use is when I got us into Shavasana and Yoga Nidra, which is relaxing. This is earthy and floral oils, wonderful to relax and sedate. And then Arise is a citrus blend. I love just bringing myself back out of practice or out of ceremony with citrus. It just uplifts my mood. So that's the earth element I utilized here. Obviously, you see here this beautiful candle. That is the fire element. Now, what I shared with my my tribe, my VIP tribe that's in my Reclaim Your Unapologetic Self Detox, is we can sit in intention and figure out what our actual intention is. What is our intention for our experience we want to have, whatever you're doing. And then I show them how to utilize cards. Now this could be oracle cards, as well as like affirmation cards. This is a deck that is called How to Love Yourself. It's a beautiful, simple, basic affirmation card deck. And I shared with them also, and that was my card I picked, so I'm going to save that one. How to clear a deck. Whether you're the last one that picked it or somebody else did, it's easy. You just knock on it, and then you put it on a hard surface like a table or something, and make sure that you hit every side of a deck. Now you can sprawl a deck out on a table, or you can just do the shuffle method and ask the card that's meant to be very apparent. So when I shuffled, I'm going to see what this card is later, it stuck out of the deck like this. So it made it very apparent that that was my card. Great way to utilize that. Now water is our last element. If you can get out, I love to do moon retreats where we are under the full moon, we do yoga, we utilize these elements, and then we do cold plunges in pools. It's phenomenal. If that's a capability for you to do, please go for it. If you can get out in earth, go for that. You can use oils too, but get the elements if they're there. If you're just at home, I wanted to just show you an easy way to do it, which is a tea meditation. Tea meditation has been around for centuries. And a lot of Buddhists and monks and people that are very spiritual will utilize the power of tea in different ways. Easy way to do a tea meditation is you just hold the tea right to your heart. You want to feel the warmth. This is your heart chakra, your love chakra. You want to feel that connection to the intention that you just set. And while you do this, the best way to do it is to actually look right at the candle, because that's your intention lit up, your intention ignited. And then while you look, when you're ready, you sip. Now, as you sip, you're going to feel that beverage coat down your throat. It's going down your chest and all the way into your belly. I like to imagine that this is clearing out that pathway for anything that needs to be cleared so that you can tap into your intention that you're witnessing in your candle. It's in our belly, which is our second chakra, our pleasure chakra. It also is going down and clearing away anything or blockages in our solar plexus chakra, which is our sense of self, our identity, our love chakra, and then this is our throat chakra, our chakra of expression, self-expression of truth. So when you do a tea ritual, you can see that being cleared while you connect to your intention. And you would literally just allow that beverage to coat down, feeling it clear. Now, warm beverages are a little more beneficial because you can actually feel the heat and imagine it being cleared. I like to tell my clients or my students to imagine like when you take a shower and you see that water flowing down the drain, whatever's still stuck in those chakra energies, you can allow the beverage to be like the water down the drain. And then once you feel complete with that, it's your time to do sacred journaling. Now, when you're doing moon work or sacred work, it's really beneficial to have a journal that's just for that. So this is my journal when I need to do forgiveness work, some grief work, any deep spiritual work, my moon rituals. I do it in this journal, and it's not mixed in with other journals. And then you would open and let yourself free write. You can write about the intention that the card pull had, as well as the intention you set. And then you can also research and see what the energy of that moon is all about, and that will allow you to tap into the energy of that actual moon. You could pretty much look it up anywhere. There's a company called The Power Path that I really like. They have really wonderful explanations of what the moons mean, and it's a great way that I love to honor. We are, if you're watching this live, we're in Gemini right now. And so Gemini is that energy of making sure that there's plans. There are things that are going to be moving forward and making sure you have planned for them. And also getting very certain and clear on what you want and certain and clear on where you see yourself moving forward. Right now, we're still in the midst of all this uncertainty, but this moon can give us capabilities of how we can be more certain here. What are we certain with here within ourselves? If this is a recording that you're watching, I encourage you look up what the moon is and then utilize that journaling practice. I love to create a moon playlist, and I have a beautiful set of songs that I love to listen to while I'm doing this ritual. the VIP class that I just offered that took about a half hour. Sometimes moon rituals can take less or more, but these are all the tools you need, and I'm just going to review them again before we close. So on a moon ritual, it's wonderful to utilize the elements here to create a ceremony. I showed you Palo Santo and sage is the air element to clear out and to smudge. I used essential oils as the earth element, as oils come straight from the earth. That helps you to connect. The element of fire helps to light and ignite. And remember, I showed you how to do a card pull as well as setting your own intention. And then our element of water here, we did our tea ceremony, our tea ritual, where you can allow that water, that tea, to coat and clear out whatever needs to be cleared in your system, in your chakra energy, and anything you need to clear out before you then find your journal and do some sacred journaling for our moon. Happy new moon, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to hearing anything that came from your moon rituals. Feel free to ask me any questions. And I'm also here to support you in any way. I do encourage you, if you have questions or need more content or resources, my Facebook page at Tracy's Total Wellness will give you a lot of great resources. And we're going to be in a moment, if you're watching this live, it is the replay of fan favorites this week for my free Facebook yoga, and we'll be doing my moon flow that I offered for the last full moon that we just had. So you can check that out. It's going to be happening real soon if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on a recording, please feel free to check out right here, Tracy Rickard, my personal page, and you'll be able to find that moon flow. Happy new moon. Have a great rest of your day, and go out there and set intentions that you deserve and desire to move forward in. Be well.